This episode is sponsored by Boo Makes Things, a geeky and LGBT-friendly small business bringing crocheted cuteness to the world. Check them out at etsy.com/uk/shop/Boo Makes Things and use the code Penance to get 10% off your order of crochet animals, crochetmon, pride charms, and more.
Welcome everyone. Tonight we bring you Ramblecast episode 5. But what is Ramblecast, I hear you ask? Ramblecast is a collection of tangents and additional material we recorded at some point in the last year or so that's never been released before. Sometimes this stems from the bizarre conversations that just naturally occur while waiting for someone turning up. Or sometimes in the case of Belry, a tangent that just got significantly away from us and just started a life on its own. Hopefully you enjoy these collection of random conversations we've had in this true insanity that is Ramblecast.
Can the name of this podcast please be Someone Stole My Foot?
Yes. We will call this Ramblecast 5 Someone Stole My Foot.
So, I have a few tabs open on my phone, and one of them, and I'm not sure why, is Wallace and Gromit voice actor.
What?
Oh.
Me.
Oh, wasn't that dude in Last of the Summer Wine?
Peter Sellers.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's why it came up, because I was talking at work to some old people, and they were saying, oh, Last of the Summer Wine, and I'm like, I've never watched that, what's it actually about?
Oh god.
And then they're like, oh, the guy from Wallace and Gromit is in it, and it's like, what? Yeah, and they're like, oh, what do you call him? I was like, I don't know.
It's
Like,
about
he's
a bunch
dead
of old
now.
people doing stuff. That's pretty much
Yeah, it sounds like
Oh,
it'd be
dear.
alright, actually. It doesn't sound terrible.
It's pretty chill. Plus, at one point, they go down the hill in a bathtub.
I mean,
Alright.
if you're an old person, I would say that's probably ill.
Sounds like a smashing scene.
Why,
Violet. What, Belry?
why were you talking about Last of the Summer Wine?
I don't know, because there are old people at work.
Okay, apparently the full episode is on YouTube. I'm going to try and find the bit in the episode so I can at least send you the proper link.
Also, Facebook reminded me this week that I've been exactly 1 month since I rescued my little axolotl, and she's doing really good. Doubled
How
in
many
size.
axolotls
Bites
do you
my
have
freaking
now?
hand. I have 3.
Where do you keep rescuing them from? They're not a native species. It's not like you see them in the river.
No, it was the pet store. One of them was sick and dying, and so I got given.
I see. My thing is, like, where do you live that you just find axolotls on the street?
I live near to a really good pet store. That's how. Except they like mass breed them, and so sometimes they come in sick. And then I saw this one that was just dying, and I'm like, can I buy her? And they were like, no, she's too sick to sell. And I'm like, can you give it to me? And they said yes, because they knew me. So I got given a very, very, very sick axolotl, and now that little keeps biting my fingers.
Oh.
Story
Sell
time.
you it though if it's sick, like.
Corona.
Yeah, but I
Because
want
it's
that.
against the law, basically.
Oh,
You
is
can't
it?
sell an
Fair.
animal that's that.
Fair.
Like,
Yeah.
she was literally, like, missing both of her legs, most of her gills, half of her tail, hadn't eaten in 3 months, couldn't even turn over. It was bad, is what I'm saying.
It sounds pretty bad, yeah.
That'd be pretty bad if I hadn't eaten in 3 months.
Yeah, hip bones were showing. That's difficult to do on an animal that only needs to eat once a week.
It's weird to think of an axolotl having bones, quite frankly.
They do
They just
have
look like they're made.
bones.
I know, but they look like they're made of jelly.
Here is the photo from when I first...
Like, I know in theory they must have bones.
Yeah. Oh no,
yeah.
they have bones. They're just very squishy. And like she would fall on her back. If she like floated down and landed on her back, she couldn't get back up. Just didn't have the energy.
So I mean,
It was
you've got
bad.
to put a picture of it now, though.
Of course, I'm trying to find one. Give me a sec.
Okay, so I seem to be unable to actually find, like, them going down the hill in a bath. I might have fully imagined it based on the Reeves and Mortimer.
Well, too bad that was the only good scene in the movie, though.
Do you mean Mulligan and
It's like
O'Hare?
It's not a movie. It's a TV series that ran for like 25 years.
No, they did go down in a bath, but no one really remembers much more than that.
Yeah, exactly, and I can't find it.
1 year's difference.
Oh, 1 year,
year.
she said.
1 year. I was
Oh,
gonna
it looks
say.
so much better.
I
Well done.
everything, including myself, like grabbed onto the tongs. I had like a worm in front of her, and she grabbed the tongs instead and proceeded to ravage the tongs for like a solid minute. Tiny crocodile. Stunted,
Well
tiny,
done.
angry crocodile.
Well, to celebrate Cuckoo Dancing Week, what's your favourite way of dancing in public?
Sorry, what the fuck is cuckoo dancing?
Cuckoo dancing is to celebrate Laurel and Hardy, actually. I just saw Cuckoo Dancing Week and went, what dance do you like to do in public?
I'm going to be honest, that doesn't elucidate me to what cuckoo dancing is.
It's from the film The Dance of the Cuckoos.
If that helps.
Okay, but what's that?
It's a
there's
Laurel and Hardy thing.
It's a Laurel
Is
and Hardy
anyone else
dance.
imagining like cuckoos headbanging to music? That's all I've got.
It's
in my head right
apparently
now.
this.
Bunch of cuckoos rocking out to Bleed by Meshuggah.
So, Belry, what's your favourite dance to do in public?
I'm not very coordinated. I don't dance a lot. Like, at a push, I might do some air drums if I'm listening to an absolute jam.
Why,
I mean,
was
like,
it-
air drums are kind of a dance in and of themselves. At least it kind of looks like a dance. Also, air drums are the best air instrument.
What is the best air instrument if it's not air drums then, Belry?
I literally just said it was drums.
But if it's not drums, I say.
So surely it's a toss-up between saxophone and guitar.
Yeah, but air
No,
saxophone just doesn't look very
Piano.
good to mime.
Pro tip, don't do air trombone.
Why? Because you might accidentally punch someone in the face.
Whereas Vox, it kind of looks like you're just blowing someone.
That too, yeah.
That's air clarinet, Belry.
No, that's the oboe.
Air
What?
You know from experience, anyway.
What is
I was a band kid.
what is the most phallic instrument? Come on, band kid.
The
Bassoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, bassoon.
Definitely.
I think I need to see a doctor. I was going to say French horn.
That's a good one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to see a doctor, yeah.
It was a joke as well.
Well, it,
I would,
it might be tucked in for the night.
Symphony or something, wouldn't it? Fuck.
Yes, 6 years of symphony orchestra.
Well, Belry, to celebrate the National Mocktail Week, what's your favourite mocktail?
I mean, no.
No?
Why bother? Get over yourself. Have a real cocktail, you pussy. Have a tequila sunrise.
Measuring alcohol is for the weak.
Yeah. Have a tequila sunrise. It's the best.
Don't you mean, what was the
And
one
that
you
guy
got
in-
from? It was a Mexican...
A tequila sunrise. Oh, the Mexican sunset. That was trash.
Yeah, we couldn't get tequila
Okay,
sunrise, so Belry got a...
Right. Giraffe. I am calling you out, Giraffe the restaurant, and I use the term very loosely. Your cocktail game is
Which
shit.
one? What? Giraffe or restaurant?
No, Giraffe the restaurant. The restaurant chain.
The restaurant formerly known as Giraffe.
There's probably a reason the one in Eldon Square closed down within a year. Probably less than that, actually, now that I think about it. Get some decent cocktails. Like, do a tequila sunrise, you cowards.
Are you saying the Mexican sunset wasn't good, Belry?
It was vile. And I only drank 2 of them. It was 2 for 1.
Oh my god.
You're not going to have that mojito as well?
I don't like mojitos.
Oh, okay.
That's the only one I
don't drink
like.
white rum. I don't like white rum.
What's wrong with white rum, Belry?
It's just not as good as dark or black rum.
I will agree
like a
with
good-
that. Yeah.
I like a good screwdriver.
Does a screwdriver count as a cocktail because it's only 2 ingredients?
It does.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think.
If you put an umbrella and it is 3,
By that
Spring.
logic, is a shandy a cocktail?
I did actually invent my own cocktail. I've probably talked about this before. When I was
Likewise.
incredibly drunk and poured, my friend was like, "Hey, can you hold my drink? I'm going to go dance." And my drunk brain went, "Why don't you pour that into your own drink and drink both of them?" So if you combine a vodka, an orange, and a whiskey and coke, it looks like diarrhea, but it's called an AJ, and it tastes like
Holy
just-
shit.
Just tastes like kind of thick orange juice, and it'll get you fucked up.
Well, I mean,
For
it's
no-
not. I mean, it's not a bad combo because I
It
like.
just looks awful. Hang on, let me find a
Yeah,
photo.
well-
I've got.
Well, I mean, Coke and orange juice.
Photo of it.
Coke and orange juice is quite good actually, and I mean, vodka doesn't taste anything, and whiskey, so it will be sort of be a Coke orange whiskey.
I mean,
yeah, you know, it's
It might work.
vodka
Yeah.
does taste of something.
No, I'm telling
just
you, it
tastes
does
of
work.
paint stripper.
it works
No,
to the scale that like the bar that we went to had like AJ nights there where they were like they were cheap and everything.
All right.
I used to be
Is this
famous.
Is this a
Vodka,
true
if it's
story?
if it's
It's a true
good
story.
vodka, it doesn't taste-
Let me find the fucking photo. Oh, none of my photos are sorted.
I must have mentioned at some point, probably multiple times, about the cocktail I invented in uni. The one that
I
was
don't know
based
you
off
did.
Cavonia cough syrup.
I think I do remember
That does
this.
ring a bell, yeah. It does ring a bell, really. Mm.
So, again, just to reintroduce AJ with it, and maybe any of the listeners who haven't told this story about 5 different times. So I'd like Cavonia cough syrup once, and it was really tasty, and I was like, right, I wish I could syrup, but I'm pretty sure that's like on some vague degree level of crime.
to drink coffee.
So, like, yeah, but like literally just neck cough syrup.
I don't think it's so much a crime, it's just really not good for you. But okay, carry on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there were of the cocktail that did include the Cavonia cough syrup, admittedly. That looks horrendous.
It tastes great.
Oh, looks like puddle water.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
That's brilliant.
Oh,
That's,
yeah, I had short.
that is-
Aww.
I'm surprised
Here's what I
people would
look-
pay £1.50 for it after
I
seeing
had like
them.
10 of them, and here's what I looked like the following morning as a result.
Just a little bit rough, not much.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good time.
yeah.
Embarrassing.
See
It's
if
close
that-
to my normal face.
See, if it was in black and white, that would be a definite, like, old kind of mugshot.
Oh yeah, it looks like.
No, I only say that because my dad has got a black and white photo of him for his old passport, and he's wearing like this checkered shirt. He has a full trawlerman beard, and his hair is slightly receding, and he's looking dead at the camera, and he honestly looks like a proper convict. You're like, Dad, what were you doing? You didn't even smile. I was like, you're not supposed to smile. He goes, yeah, but you're not supposed to look like a murderer either.
There was like, my dad had a passport for a while where he was wearing a vest in the picture and he looked like a fucking Turkish revolution fighter.
I couldn't believe that.
I'm going to level with you, AJ. I don't care if it is just £1.50. I would not drink anything that looks like that.
See the next
You're missing
time
out.
we all
You're
meet
missing
up,
out.
we definitely need to get him to make it
Yeah.
and drink it.
I'm sorry,
No.
cinnamon whiskey. Cinnamon whiskey is good.
Cinnamon
It's a
whiskey.
shot of whiskey, a shot of vodka, and then you half and half orange juice and coke to fill out to the pint.
Well, I mean, that's a cat cocktail. Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, exactly. It,
looks
just
like-
looks like diarrhea.
Have you ever mixed... Again, I must have told the story about the time there was this lass at uni who was like she'd never had Baileys. And so we
Sounds
spent
familiar.
literally 2.5 hours at 1 in the morning trying to find, well, maybe not 2.5, but we spent a long time trying to find Baileys at like 1 in the morning. And then only for it to put it in with Coke and declare she didn't like it. And the top looks like the curdled Baileys.
I'm not a fan of Bailey's myself, but even I know.
Like, when I was at uni, the only things we drank as cocktails was a shot of Jaeger and your Desperados.
I mean, we might just been like absolutely commoners, but only thing we had was like the Ring of Fire shit.
See, I didn't
Oh, the dirty pint.
See, I didn't like
Everyone pulls a bit in the middle, and the person who gets the fourth card out has to drink the shit mix in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
deadly.
used to call that a dirty pint.
I wandered around really hammered at my tree one night when I ran out of booze at a party. Just asked people, just put whatever you want in this glass, and I ended up drinking it all at the end. I was actually I sobered up more from drinking it than I actually got drunk from drinking it. So yeah.
Did you sober up walking around instead of drinking or something?
Probably. I remember it involved drinking pakora sauce.
Oh, is this the stuff you only get up in like Glasgow?
Yes, Glasgow pakora sauce is fantastic. Amy knows what I mean by Glasgow pakora sauce.
Yes, it is good.
I think I had some,
but I don't think I could drink it.
I think I got some when I was in Perth when I ordered some pakoras. There was a sauce with it.
Nah, you need to get some money in Glasgow sometime.
Apropos of nothing, since I was going through my photos, I found this one basically exactly 10 years ago today. Also drunk, so kind of relevant, but with a bunch of eye shadow on my face. It's a 6 megabyte JPEG. That's not gonna be quick. It'll turn up. Okay, it's fine.
Everybody's going about the drink cocktails at uni. Does that did people not just go to the student bars and drink your way through the cocktail menu then?
We didn't really have cocktails.
I once drank a bar at a Bullet Bourbon, if that counts.
Was it on the cocktail menu?
No, it was just sitting behind the bar as like a bottle of Bullet Bourbon, and I went, fuck it, I'm gonna get drunk, because it was like $1.50 a Bullet Bourbon and Coke, so I was like, fuck it, I'll drink that. And we ended up, they ran out of Bullet Bourbon. At half
I don't like bourbon. I'm not a fan of bourbons.
I'm not anymore, but that's after I drank an entire bottle of Four Roses in one night and then thought someone was hiding in my bathroom and almost kicked the door in.
Ah.
There wasn't anyone there.
Oh, that's very pretty.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I just wasn't expecting it.
PewDiePie.
I do like
Aww.
Guitar Hero World Tour in the background as well.
Yeah, still got
the
that
rock band drum kit. Hooked it up to like a proper thing. Would it function as an electronic drum kit?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
We tried it.
I have one too.
It's not very good.
The only thing that doesn't work
Nope.
is the cymbals can break quite easily, because we had that happen to us.
Yeah, not the best of quality. No. But it was
Yeah,
fun for a while.
That photo is 10 years old and several pints drunker.
To celebrate World Quark Day, what's your thoughts on quark?
So, one of my favourite facts about quarks is, I think it's, oh Christ, it's strange in another one.
Quarks is good, quarks is fun. Come to quarks, don't walk, run.
Yeah, so charm and strange. So you've got your quarks, you've got your 3 pairings of quarks. Charm and strange, back in the day, used to be called love and beauty, and I find that, pretty neat.
Yeah, it's a bit more poetic.
Back in the day, some physicists decided to refer to these subatomic particles as love and beauty. And then you've just got
charm,
up and down.
charm's a
top
weird pairing.
Charm and strange. Yeah, but what does strange mean? It's just
Charm and
weird.
Strange sounds like a weird ITV3 detective show.
It does.
Charm and Strange.
Oh, my ex-mate has watched all of Charmed when I was at uni, and it's not very good.
Rip.
Poor boy.
So made us watch all of Buffy, and that was alright, because Buffy, it turns out, is the tits.
Well, yeah, I mean, Buffy's a good show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Superior.
Never
But
watched.
Charmed wasn't very good. Would not recommend Charmed.
No, me neither.
Does anyone else have any thoughts on quark?
He's got big ears,
Yeah.
and
I
the
think-
laws of acquisition are really a lot to learn.
Yeah, people often misjudge him as the surface level greedy person that he is, but
Yeah.
deep down there's an
But-
ongoing thing throughout the series that really, he's a good guy.
Are we on
Yeah.
Ratchet
He's
and
got the
Clank
heart of a Klingon.
Yeah, and even during the Cardassian occupation, he was helping, he's helping the Bajoran people, so
Yeah.
on the down low, so.
now? I thought we were going with Ratchet and Clank, Quark, but okay. I didn't actually realise that referring to Quark, it actually was a food. I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, I was the same.
I literally thought you were referring to subatomic particles.
Oh, so did I didn't even look at the link.
That was the first thing I thought, and then I went, nah, let's go with Star Trek.
What is it?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be subatomics, and then I was like, I'll make a joke about Star Trek. I didn't even know
It just says it's a delicious high-protein, low-fat alternative, but it doesn't say what it actually is.
Yeah.
It's like
You know what that means?
Google what quark is, Belry.
Cheese.
It's a type of fresh dairy product made by warming soured milk until the desired amount of curdling is met.
So it's
It is
cheese.
technically
Yeah.
cheese. according to metro.co.uk lifestyle /
Exactly. Yeah. I drink it every day. I have to make like a mix of it with some.
You really, because if that's true, I feel sorry for you.
No, it's really good. It's a bunch of protein in it, so it's a very good. Unless you want to like eat a real meal, you can just have some of that, and it's a lot of protein in it. So yeah, every day for breakfast, all the week.
I would rather drink real cheese. I mean, not drink cheese.
It doesn't
but you know
taste. I mean, they mixed it up with some sort of yogurt or something that so you get this as a drinkable with some fruit taste on it. I used to eat it like it was. That works as well. It's not as fun though, but yeah. But the only ones they had with like any taste on it were like free from sugar and full with aspartame. I was like, yeah, fuck it, no.
Do you think you could make a toasty with it?
Definitely.
Good.
It's really useful for a lot of stuff. You can make a lot of fun stuff with it. Haven't tried it though, but just have it for breakfast since it's a bunch of proteins in it.
There's someone I know who claims that she can't drink Diet Coke because she can just taste the aspartame, and I'm not convinced.
I don't think that's a thing that humans can do.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
Well, we can. I promise you. I can. That taste isn't good. But that might be one of those nice genetic things that some people can taste stuff that others can't.
And other people can smell your urine.
just in general.
Yeah.
That's more of a
totally
laundry
logical
issue than anything else.
I mean, what I was getting at is after you eat asparagus.
What's the
Yeah, but you left
Which I
that
don't
bit out.
eat, so I don't have to do that one. But I've heard rumors of it. Yeah.
I like asparagus. Asparagus is really good.
No, I don't think it is. So
I'm not a fan of it.
But it's really nice. It's really nice in broccoli and is a component in broccoli and Stilton soup.
Let's have the broccoli, Barry.
And I hate broccoli as well. So yeah.
It has to be cooked right.
Oh yeah.
No, it has to be raw.
If it's
raw
overcooked,
broccoli.
it's so like rubber.
But that's fine in the soup because you just like soup it down.
Oh yeah, that's
fry it,
I
salt,
quite like it.
pepper, stick some rice. It's good.
Nice bit of garlic butter.
Yep.
Like broccoli
I
is
like
one of
vegan garlic butter, but yeah.
Broccoli is also one of those things that some people have the genes they can't taste, like a taste that a lot of people can't taste. So
I can't
that's
smell
also one of those
honeysuckle.
interesting.
Oh.
My nan can smell it, but I can't. And she would always be like, "Oh, it smells so lovely," and I'm like, "Yeah, it really does." And then I just kind of hope that it smelled nice.
Yeah.
It turns out, no, I just can't smell it.
It's quite interesting. We have those things. And it's really hard to like try to propose that to someone else because it's all subjective, so you really can't. It's like, well, yeah.
It's nice.
If someone broke into your house and put honeysuckle everywhere, you'd never know.
I know, right?
Except for the broken up door though. But I mean, yeah.
I mean, if anyone posts it down now, at least now I know who does it.
She knows where to start her investigation.
We revenge for like those months of anxiety you gave us.
Yeah.
So sorry. You were never online, otherwise I would have said earlier.
To celebrate World Breast Pumping Day, what encouragement would you give breastfeeding mothers?
I knew that was coming.
I'm trying not to make the obvious jokes. What I would say is those kids that are still doing it at like 6, they can cut that shit out.
Oh god, yeah, that's just wrong.
Does anyone else have any encouragement for breastfeeding mothers?
I don't know, right?
Go for it.
It's never come up, personally. But is it alright in like a cup of tea? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Oh god. You
I
could
genuinely don't
probably
know.
drink
Google
it. Yeah, but
Can
I
you make tea
No, I mean-
with breast milk?
Look, you can
I'm
make
sure
tea
you
with
can. You
anything
obviously
you
can.
Almost certainly.
You obviously. What I
Yeah.
mean is, like, how does it compare to like regular old cow's milk?
Oh, this is what
cheaper.
this is the exact response that I got from that.
I just imagine Belry going on town and seeing a woman like, oh, can I have some of that? I want to try it in my tea.
Hey, can I get in on this?
Yeah.
Oh, just, no, I'm
Yeah,
going.
just-
I'm slightly hypo. I need some sugary milk. So
I have my own breast pump with me.
I do worry what you guys think of me sometimes.
Would you like to read that
Just got
paragraph
this image
out,
of
Belry,
Belry.
so the listeners can hear what we've just seen?
Search results. Featured snippet from the web. Human breast milk has significantly more sugar than cow's milk, about 30% more. In quantities, it'd be rather sweeter. Alternatively, it could be made equally as sweet with less milk. It is said that the health benefits of not drinking tea with milk is greater than with milk. Why are they talking about like human milk when it sounds like mostly they just care about how healthy your tea is? Like, how did they get onto that bit?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think that drinking milk sets off some like inflammatory things in your body, I think. Or something
Yeah,
like
milk
that.
ain't that good for you.
No. So that's probably why it's just tea is better without milk, but I mean, yeah.
I know, like, obviously, like, it's lots, and like, I don't care about that sort of thing, but like, it's more just like, I wonder what people taste like. It's like that kind of thing.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't tell me you've never been at least a little bit curious, or the thought has never entered your mind as like, hey,
Not in the slightest, Belry.
you
It
lost
has
his foot in
never
like
once crossed my mind until right now.
For all the parts of
did you not
people
hear
I've
about
ever
that guy?
had in my mouth, Belry, I have never thought, what do people taste like?
But have you ever heard about that guy who lost his? I went onto Reddit and was like, "Hey,
Lost his
I'm
what?
cooking my foot up." He lost his foot in an accident and he made tacos out of it.
I think I did hear about that.
What?
Yeah.
How
I'm
is he
thinking
still
that it
well
would just
enough?
taste like any other red meat, so...
How is he still well enough
yeah.
after
Well-
the foot was removed for it still to be fresh enough to cook the foot?
But eating human flesh is toxic to us
He didn't.
because it has mind. It affects the brain after a while.
He
Alright.
didn't AMA
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Reddit.
it can cause Alzheimer's, I believe, or at least something similar to it. It's like
it could-
degrading of the brain.
Yeah, it can cause psychosis and complete utter.
Yeah, it's
A
probably...
study done in
Great
a
attribute.
tribe in the Southeast Asia, I think somewhere in Indonesia or Papua New Guinea, where they would occasionally partake in cannibalism after someone had died, and they found it in large quantities in them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Right,
I wouldn't dream
so-
of eating humans except if I really had to. For
Don't
survival.
click that link. Oh shit! It's never mind. I was going to say don't click that link if you don't want to see a guy cooking his own foot. But like, apparently
Thank
the
you.
first image that comes up.
Jesus!
Yeah, I'm not clicking that.
Belry, why was he... Why was he cooking his own foot, and that foot does not look in the best state to begin with?
It's always
Yeah.
end, isn't it?
He lost his foot because of reasons, and I guess the doctors let him keep it. And he's like,
They don't
"Hey, I'm gonna."
normally.
He didn't cook the foot. He took some of like the upper leg, like a bit, like the bot. I don't know, like the shin, I guess. And
That's
then
not the
he
foot,
made it into tacos.
That's the leg.
I am
but
going to
it's-
click the link
It's
just
the
to
calf
see.
muscle.
Yeah, but it is his leg. Like it's his foot.
That's
Yeah.
really fucked up.
And then
Yeah,
he
that
put
is
his
fucked
foot
up.
in a box with flowers.
Like that already
What?
looks like it's rotting.
Yeah.
Yeah, rot-
I mean,
if you're
yeah,
gonna
but
eat
he ate
human
it.
flesh. Don't eat rotting human flesh, Belry.
It's just asking for like more problems than it's worth.
Well, I mean, just
See,
think.
I don't
just,
think
just
I'd buy
thinking
this,
the
actually.
idea to do this is just like maybe they're not in their right mind, anyways. So
I mean, he's clearly got his foot there.
This is
why
a
would-
definite like. This definite case of like this person should never ever reproduce
He looks
ever.
more and more like his foot's been put through like an antenna.
What do you mean?
Like,
It looks
Well,
like it's
maybe-
been like properly detached, like severed off, and they've
yeah. And they've reattached it
like
crudely.
they've reattached. It's like the bone has completely came away, but the skin, outer skin is
Yeah.
like it's still there, it's still attached, but
they might
and they've
have- well, they
rodded
might
it all
well
back
have-
together.
they might have well tried to reattach the foot and it failed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be
like
the thing.
there's later
Yeah.
pictures
It's
that show
probably
that it's very much
infection.
not yeah, there's later pictures that shows very much not attached anymore.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing,
I
though.
mean-
I don't buy that the meat that he's cooking is the meat from the foot.
Yeah, I don't think they would allow him to take his foot back anyway because it would be classed as medical waste.
Yeah.
Unless it's like some spiritual or like cultural significance because there are like.
Or his friend Jim could have came over with a saw and cut his leg off.
Yeah,
Because
but then
the
you've got.
photo looks like he's in an emergency room.
So it
He's got
says
that at
Yeah.
home.
about 2 years ago, they salvaged my foot, but I could never be able to walk on it. I elected to have it amputated. I asked the doctors to keep it, and I signed some papers and got it back, and then cooked it up into tacos. Apparently, it tasted like buffalo, but a bit chewier, super beefy and little fat.
I don't believe them giving it back though,
No,
without
I don't either.
some good reason.
Well, it's not
But then it is
impossible.
America and shit
Yeah,
like
it's
this
America,
happens.
Exactly.
But then there was that guy on the TV or whatever, or Netflix or whatever it was, who had essentially a biopsy plug of his own leg taken out, and then he ate that, and apparently it tasted like lamb and pork. Like,
Yeah, biopsies are slightly different because they're smaller and less likely
Yeah,
to
but,
cause
like-
any issue.
he still had a chunk of his leg taken out and eaten, and he ate it.
Why? What is people's obsession with eating their own flesh?
I don't know,
What?
maybe it's a sex thing.
I mean, Belry,
Concerning vegan.
Yeah, Belry, to answer your original question of like, did people not wonder what people taste like? I don't even eat animal meat. I'm not going to jump straight to cannibalism.
Same.
Wait, you guys are biased, but like, Amy and
Well, like I
Amy
said,
Amanda and
yeah, but like I said, I don't go
still
around
won't
thinking
eat
about it, but I
people.
just think I just think that all meat sort of, if they're of the same sort of the same sort, they will probably just taste like nothing like it usually does. The only
No,
meat
is
that
this your
actually
foot?
No, it's not my foot. I still have both mine. I mean, it would probably just taste like any beef. So, but it's.
But then,
well,
what about
Yeah.
the differences between like a beef or rather a cow and like a buffalo? They taste different.
they probably do.
Like
but
even lamb and mutton taste
Well, yeah,
quite different.
Well, that sort
And
of
then
depends on
the
how you
animal.
do it, on what part
Yeah.
of them you.
They're
Yeah.
the same animal.
No, but
Like,
how
they
you
don't
cook
really-
the meat and
How you
tenderize
cook it
or-
and tenderize it and stuff like that, it doesn't taste that much different if you eat it raw, probably. It's just that how you cook it and stuff, and some parts of the
mean-
animals you cook in a certain way so that they taste different or whatnot. But
Or
then
Anyone
chicken will.
Fed like microwave chicken as a kid knows full well that most meat does not taste very good in most circumstances.
all I'm gonna say, it's unreasonable to wonder what my fellow man tastes like. I'm not
it's
saying-
under-
Barry, I'm sure
I'm not-
many
It's
of your
slightly
fellow men
concerning.
would let you taste them, just not in that way.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go out and murder some dude or take some dude's foot and make it into foot tacos.
I mean, I'm with you there, Belry. You can think about things. It's good.
Might be good. How do you know
Yeah.
it's not really good though? What if it is? What if it came about and like this guy who cooked up his own foot hypothetically did do it? He's like, damn, really good.
Wasn't that a whole storyline on the League of Gentlemen?
Never eat it.
I don't know.
Selling-
I never watched the League of
Probably.
Gentlemen.
Oh, League of Jump is great.
Oh, it's been that long
Yeah.
since I've seen it. I
They
can't
were selling
remember.
human meat, and everyone in town was getting nosebleeds because they were all eating human meat.
Oh, was that the shop?
Yep.
And they
Yeah.
had like, yeah, oh yeah, because they had someone come into the shop and they were like, they were panicking because they'd murdered a guy.
Oh no, that was
And then
different.
they,
No,
like-
there was like a
That was
sinister butcher in town who was
Oh.
selling human meat, and like the shop was different. They were just psychos who murdered a guy.
I love that. We
This
didn't
sounds like
murder him.
the French movie, The Delicatessen.
Oh, I've
I
seen
think
that
it's
one.
called
Yeah.
The Delicacy. Yeah, quite a good movie.
I like when I was googling this to get the right AMA. This the bottom Google result is bloke serves his mates his own amputated foot tacos, and I just love the way it's like with just bloke serves his
Did
friends.
the
his own
accent get put
amputated-
on the thing, or did you add it yourself?
I mean, it's implied.
Right, okay. Well, let's roll on to the next bit of chat, which is to celebrate World Leprosy Day.
Which part of you was falling off?
Well, if a part of me did fall off due to leprosy, I'd probably cook it into tacos.
Oh,
Wouldn't it?
God.
Remind me never to go around to Belry's house.
Do you have
It's a
leprosy?
horror
In case
show.
you get leprosy, yeah.
I mean, it's not to say I have leprosy right now.
I've actually, when I was doing my nurse training, I actually was on a clinic where there was a patient come in who actually had leprosy. So I've actually seen the leprosy scars in person. They're very weird.
Wow.
Yeah, literally, there was a doctor who actually came running to find the students because he's like, "You're not going to see this again. I've got a patient with leprosy." Yeah, yeah,
I suppose so, because it's so
so rare in
rare
this
now.
Well, it's
Yeah,
so
it
rare
is.
here. It's more more sort of abundant overseas and stuff like that, but it's so rare to see it here that he was like, yeah, you'll never see these again. Come look at this so you can actually see it. But yeah, it's just really fucking weird.
Yeah,
That must be quite embarrassing though when you're like, become an example for my students.
No, I think he just went, do you mind if I asked the students to come in? And she was like, alright, fine. And then he literally just ran down the corridor waving his arms frantically.
That's a bit harsh. That's a bit
Look at this freak of
do that.
nature.
Whoops, I dropped my ear again.
He's got students. It's a teaching hospital, and they've got to teach.
Yeah, I mean, when I lived in Belgium, the place that I lived has like a patron saint because he was a missionary and he's dedicated his entire life to this leprosy colony, and he survived for like up until he was like 80, I think, on this island with all these leprosy patients. I can't remember his name at all though, for the life of me. But there's like this monastery, not the monastery, there's like a church dedicated to him completely.
To celebrate National Irish Coffee Day, what's your favourite thing to put in coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Irish, of course.
It's burnt. Yes, the Irish.
What?
Preferably a foot of an Irishman who has been lost in a motorbike.
Yes.
Alright, we'll try something
The
else
foot of
then.
an Irish leper.
Oh shit! Have you heard about that thing in Canada? One
Oh
sec.
god. What thing in Canada?
It's called poutine.
No. There's like a bar in Canada where some guy came in and he's like, my toe's fallen off, can you preserve it? And so they put it in like a bottle of whiskey
Oh,
or
that's
whatever.
a long
It became a
long
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, the sourdough cocktail, and there's like there's a rhyme that you have to, the people chant at you while you drink it, and it essentially ends up that for you to pass the thing, like the toe has to touch your lips,
Yep. Yeah, I've watched a couple of things on that recently.
and it's just like this black mummified human toe
Yep.
in a bottle of whiskey. And does that count as cannibalism?
No.
Nope.
You're not actually
But it's
eating
still
sober.
pretty stupid.
No, but it's like infused with human toe. It's like an infusion.
Yeah, not for very long though.
There's a lot of cannibalism talk this week.
It's been in
Yeah.
there since
Yeah.
It's been in there since 1973. It's quite well infused.
I don't know, I'm just horrified.
What? Right, so you pay for your shot, and then it's an extra $8 Canadian for the toe.
Yep. That's not that
Pretty
much
cheap for a
Gross.
toe.
the, part history, Barry.
Swallowing the toe will also land you a fine of $1,900.
Oh, good lord.
Now we know what the market rate for a new toe is.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not drunk enough for this talk.
It might have be to do something about cannibalism is illegal. So
Hurry up, have an AJ.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll ease the
all I can say
passing.
is-
It would give new
It goes
meaning,
down
wouldn't it?
smooth. It goes down smooth and it gets you drunk.
So,
The
Barry,
best ones are ones with, I'm not sponsored by them, but with Jack Daniels and Smirnoff. Call that high class expensive, AJ. Better
yeah,
than
I
the
think I'm
cheap
gonna
one
have to
out.
try that
Red
one.
Bear vodka.
To be honest, I don't know many vodkas.
I just remember the one my student uni was called Red Bear vodka. We've never heard of it before or since, but used to be able to get a shot of vodka for like 35p when we started. Then it went up to like 70p when they tried to bring in some sort of licensing.
Did anyone wake up in a bathtub without the kidneys the next day?
Probably it was the student union. What do you expect?
But that's just, just the usual uni fun.
That's how I paid for mine.
By stealing people's kidneys.
Repossessing them like the repo man.
To celebrate Universal Letter Writing Week, who would you complain to?
The government for not allowing me to eat my own fat.
Yeah.
Nobody's
know,
stopping
like-
you from eating it.
Who writes letters nowadays, really? Like, it's not 1882 anymore. We have the
Well,
internet,
Betty
we have
ran-
emails.
Betty around the corner still thinks that our right to points of view will get people off the TV.
Dear
should try to get
points
off
of
the
view,
TV.
I don't
Yeah.
like this Belry character who keeps complaining about cannibalism.
It seems like the only people who write letters are annoyed at like things on the TV and want to complain about it. Who else writes letters?
People in love,
And they
Belry.
probably pretty old.
People-
since they don't
people
use
that-
mail, though.
People
We
that are
don't
in
need
need
love
of help.
letters anymore. We have DMs and Tinder.
And Tinder, yeah.
People who are in need of Dear Deirdre.
Oh, dear,
People in
dear
Civil
me.
War documentaries.
Can you email Dear Deirdre?
Yeah.
I think you can now, yeah, probably.
Why would
There
you
you go.
want
We
to
could
email
combine
Dear
the two.
Deirdre, Belry?
Because letters are an outdated means of communication.
Dear Deirdre, I think I'm using an outdated source by contacting you through letter. Please let me know otherwise.